Through instituted community service and service learning schemes, our immediate communities can become our responsibility. By collecting items for charity, such as clothes, food, or furniture, cleaning roadside refuse and pottery gutters, tutoring children with learning disabilities, cleaning public parks, helping the elderly in our communities, and getting involved with charitable organizations, we can carry on the hope of creating servant leaders in our communities. In order to realize the vision of building servant leaders in our communities, we established the Young Patriots of Africa, a non-governmental, non-profit organization with a core mission to promote service learning in African communities. To understand the task of the Young Patriots of Africa, we must first examine the importance of service learning, then analyze why the Young Patriots of Africa organization is working to encourage service learning in African communities, before finally discussing what you can do to support this vision. But first, let us briefly examine the importance of service learning. Servant leadership expert Robert Greenleaf attests to the necessity of engaging youths in deliberating, planning, implementing, and reflecting on their own communities. Building better African communities must begin by building servant leaders through service learning schemes. According to Greenleaf, a community service is an effective learning tool which cultivates the spirit of servant leadership amongst the youths, who are the leaders of tomorrow. It is important to understand that a lack of civic learning opportunities not only inhibits civic participation of youth, but also has harmful consequences for their academic and economic progress. Community service helps citizens to understand the challenges they face and help them to act accordingly. Having examined an important aspect of service learning, let us consider why the Young Patriots of Africa organization is encouraging service learning in African communities. Independent research from the College of Citizenship and Public Service at Tufts University, Massachusetts, found a link between educational progress and volunteering. The research also found that volunteering seems to ease the transition to civilian life for returning veterans in the United States. In an African context, service learning could ease the transition to civilian life for former rebels, combatants, and child soldiers. The Young Patriots of Africa will foster a new sense of citizen service, civic engagement to help students in Africa achieve their educational, developmental, and social goals by providing school supplies and scholarships as incentives to those who commit to community service. This initiative is tantamount to the vision of several educational institutions, including the Geneva-based International Baccalaureate Program, which is solely dedicated to service learning. Now that we understand why YPA is working to cultivate service learning in African communities, let us discuss how you can help support this vision. YPA encourages the participation in service schemes by providing school supplies and scholarships for participating students. So you can help support this mission by fundraising, providing grants, or making a donation. You can also scout for service learning opportunities in your community for YPA members to engage in. You can contact YPA to begin a chapter in your community, and you can partner with YPA to raise awareness about the importance of service learning to building better and prosperous communities. In a few words, we have examined the importance of service learning, analyzed why YPA is working to foster this initiative in African communities, and we have discussed how you can support this vision. According to the Center for Information and Research on Civic Learning and Engagement, citizens can improve their communities, the government, and the nation through active civic engagement and collaboration. So through the service learning initiatives fostered by the Young Patriots of Africa, communities in which tribalism, ethnic patronage, and nepotism thrives over diplomacy, egalitarianism, and social justice can experience improved governance and an emerging civil society. It all begins by inspiring the youths in our immediate community and engaging them in community service for service learning. Thank you.